A family came to the doors of Gate City Legal Services desperate. We were the only place left. This family had recently received a notice of removal hearing. They had to go to immigration court. This family had fled from a country that is currently in conflict with one of the most infamous terrorist organizations known around the world. This family had been directly targeted by this terrorist organization. The family members have specifically been targeted for death. The family members had also helped the U.S. military directly fight this terrorist organization, yet they were marked for removal if they did not succeed at their immigration hearing. They were desperate and they didn't know what to do. We brought them in, we had extensive interviews, we tried to assess the situation and figure out why they had failed in every other step leading up to this process, because the last step is when you are going before a judge in an immigration court and they're told you're either to leave or you can stay, and you are granted asylum. Previously, people had tried to assist this family. Every step more complicated than the next. The case was a mess. It was a quick turnaround for us. We worked nightly, we worked overnight, 24 hours. We did everything that we could. We even had to go to Walmart a bunch of times to get more printer ink. Just like any government organization, immigration court, they like really big, thick explanations as to why human beings are in danger somewhere in the world, as if the nightly news doesn't broadcast into immigration court. After working diligently, we rushed down to immigration court, we presented the case, we did the best that we could, and finally, once and for all, this family was granted asylum. Thank you. Thank you. Gate City Legal Services, we provide affordable legal representation for people who fall within what's called the justice gap. The justice gap is where you fit in between people who do not qualify for indigent legal services such as the public defender or legal aid, and these cases cannot be taken on by legal aid because they do not represent these specific cases, and also people who cannot afford a traditional private law firm. We try to service that income demographic with a sliding scale income-based legal representation. We take people's household income and how many people live in that house, we take that into consideration, and then we accept those cases. We refer out to the private bar if they do not qualify, and we graciously take what legal aid and the public defenders and other attorneys in the private bar refer to us in order to help fulfill this justice gap. If Gate City Legal Services is chosen tonight, we'll be able to use the funds to pay for the extensive bills that we have that keep racking up. We can also hopefully present more cases free at no cost for our client. So thank you.
I love what you guys are doing in the community. There's a real need for that, and appreciate your efforts.
I'm the child of an attorney at a private firm and a former public defender, so I really understand that gap that you're talking about, and I'm really glad that you're working to fill it.
You know, if you all, like me this evening, you're going to leave here knowing that you are very privileged, and we are privileged as a community to have people like yourself. Thank you for what you're doing. Well done.